Hi there, welcome. So I am headed out for another bikepacking adventure here in northern Michigan with my bikepacking accomplice, Sharon. This route will probably be the easiest bikepacking route that we've done ever together. What we're doing this time is a race route. It's the Coast to Coast Gravel Grinder. It was a race that was developed by Matt Acker, and it has two events to it, and I've done both of them. One is a 100-mile loop, and one is a bike race across the state of Michigan for a total of 210 miles. And I've done both of them. Well run. What a great way to see northern Michigan from your bike. And so what Sharon and I decided to do is bike pack the 100-mile route. So today we're going to load up and kind of hit the route at the midway point. The Coast to Coast 100 starts in Ludington, Michigan. It makes its way east to Big M and past, and then it loops back around to Ludington. So we're going to drive over to Big M, which is only about a 40-minute drive from here, and we're going to hook up with the route there. My husband and granddaughter are going to be dropping us off at our start point, and they will again come and pick us up on Saturday when we get done. Now, the weather has been extremely hot, almost too hot here in northern Michigan for the last week, and very dry. But today it has dropped probably 20 degrees. It's a balmy 60 maybe degrees out there today, and it rained all night last night. But you know what? That's a good thing, because with the rain also means the gravel roads will be less dusty. It wasn't a downpour by any means, so there should not be mud or puddles to deal with out there, but just enough rain to dampen down the gravel and the sand. So that's a bonus. But Saturday's calling for a 50% chance of thunderstorms, so I've packed my good black diamond rain jacket, and I've packed wool layers to keep me warmer. The nighttime lows tonight, I think, in Ludington is supposed to be 55. And I am trying a camp blanket this time because I only own one sleeping bag, and it's a 30-degree. So I thought, oh, 30-degree sleeping bag, that's gonna be way too hot. And I don't have another camp blanket yet. So I'm borrowing one from my friend Amy that she took to the Grand Canyon hiking, and she said it worked wonderful. So I have my Showers Pass rain pants packed. I love those things. So I'll wear those if it gets really wet and muddy. And yeah, so I have all the things packed. We will hope for the best, but in true Sharon and Cami fashion, we'll deal with whatever comes our way and make the best of it. And we are sure to have fun despite whatever comes our way. So stay tuned for another great biking adventure with me and Sharon. Yeah, see, these straps are all... It just seems like there's something easier that I could
Sure.
have.
Oh, there's so many different, options out there, Tammy. Like,
Right. nice mud. But we have a go around there. All's good. Uh-huh.
Kill you and leave you in the woods eaten by bear.
Yeah.
I personally find it's more fun, like, be riding with people anymore. Like, there is only path to just be training for speed and having the experience. And so, like, I did so much of that, now I don't want to ride on myself very much anymore. I like being around people.
Holy crap, there's a bathtub. There's a round. That looks gross. That's gross. So you're going that way? Okay, wait for me. You know, in my intro, when I said, oh, we didn't get that much rain, shouldn't have to deal with too much mud and puddles. I retract that statement. This section's been just stunning. I was just talking, me and Sharon were just talking that between the contrast of all the brown pine needles and the lichen on the trees and the dark wood bark from the rain on the trees, it's just been, she says, it reminds me like we're in Oregon, and it's just been really very beautiful. Oh my gosh, wait until you see this.
Smells more than anything.
So this is 6 Mile Bridge, and this is the Little Manistee River. So we're just crossing over that. There's hiking trails by it, and I've watched a fellow YouTuber that I really like, Jason Wish, paddled on the Little Manistee River. I have not, and it looks like a blast. But yep, this is what this river is, Little Manistee River, and we're just crossing 6 Mile Bridge. Table here. Looks like a big bog out there.
And the tires are more aggressive too.
We've got some serious talking in, so now I can turn on the video. So, lunch break here. See this? We just stumbled upon this on the route. I said, hey, Sharon, I'm hungry. Let's just bop in here. There's a lake. And lo and behold, it's a day use area. So we got picnic tables, the view of the lake to enjoy our lunch by. Leftover sub from last night. Sharon's got her famous tortilla and almond butter. Usually you have nut butter.
They're out of trail butter.
Usually she has trail butter stuff, which I'm always envious because
they literally are out on the website.
One of it was like chocolatey or something. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like Reese's Pieces,
chocolate peanut butter. No, they're out. Trail butter's out. I don't know what's going on. They're having a shortage.
And I bought these before and taken. So what I have this time for peanut butter is I scored out of a hotel. Little gift things. I'm hey. Well, I
now look for those things when I go anywhere. I start looking for little packets, and I think of you.
A little packets of mayonnaise, mustard, peanut butter.
Use that on a bike pack.
Butter, yeah. bike packing. Creamers.
People start looking at you weird.
Are you homeless? Well, yeah, actually
when
I
I'm
am.
on my bike, I am.
So we're probably about, what, 8 miles into the ride. But we got a late start. So, and we're not in a rush. We have, all day. That's the beauty about bike packing, if you're with the right person. You can just take your time and stop and enjoy the scenery. And like, we already pulled off to see what that one campsite was on Little Manistee River. There's no camping here. There's an outhouse here, picnic tables, grills, the lake. There's some benches down there and a nice little beach. But I think I did see no camping. It's just day use, no camping. So, and the lake's not real big. I mean, I wouldn't drive all the way out here to go kayaking. But it's a nice place to have lunch. So we're gonna enjoy some lunch. We found it, Sharon.
Who taught me how to read a map?
Well, we made it to camp and got our tents pitched and everything. So now we're going to head out. Sharon found a place for us to have dinner. It sounds like a lovely place, a little brewery down the road about 1.5 miles away. So we're going to bike down there and grab some dinner and then come back to camp and have a nice, relaxing day. And I will catch up on all the juicy details from today's ride when we get back from dinner. So we're making it back from dinner.
Punchy, okay?
There's Sharon. She does exist. So we made it back
Like an
from dinner.
oasis in the desert.
From dinner. It was great. Ludington's a pretty happening town. It's right on Lake Michigan. There was live music at the restaurant, and took a long time to get our food, but it was really busy. So we made it back to camp, and I guess we should probably be quiet because we're surrounded by people. So anyway, today's ride, it was 35 miles. And it was mostly gravel. We just had just that little bit of big M single track to hit. And you saw all the mud and the puddles. That didn't last very long. And then we mostly was just nice gravel roads and some pavement. I think Matt changed the race course from the last time I did it. I did coast to coast gravel grinder, the 100 miler in 2020 and 2019 and 2018. And then I did the 210 in 2021. So I haven't done the race since then, and I did not recognize too much of it, and I think he omitted a key section outside of Big M. So anyway, everything looked brand new to me, so that was kind of nice until we got closer to Ludington. Then I recognized it, rolling into Ludington and into Stearns Park area. So tomorrow we'll leave Ludington and head that way. So our goal is to bike 40 to 45 miles tomorrow and find some disperse camping on NCT. And tomorrow it's going to be a beautiful ride. It's going to be mostly sunny, 79, which is a little warm, but it's going to be lovely tomorrow. And yeah, what I remember of that section, it's a little more hillier, if I remember right, because we get over by that area.
Freesoil.
Yeah, it's a little hillier. But it's just a lovely, nice route. So if you're a gravel road racer, definitely put on your list to check out. It's the Coast to Coast Gravel Grinder. Thank you. And I think
I'm
it
good
just
for
happened
around here.
I think it just happened too, didn't it?
1 or 2 weekends ago, yes.
Yeah, so it's a
late June
race. Okay, and it's like right around the same time as Lumberjack 100.
It's the weekend after.
The weekend after. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the end of the June race here in beautiful northern Michigan, and you will not be disappointed to either do the 100-mile loop or the 210, 212, whatever. It's 200 plus. And that one starts on Lake Huron, and you bike across the state of Michigan, and you end at Lake Michigan. And so I did that with my friend, like I said, Eric, and we were on the bike for about 19 hours. That was a trip.
I couldn't do anything for 19 hours. I can barely work for 19 hours in a week.
I want to bike pack 200 miles, but I don't want to race it again. That took all I had out of me. So anyway, we've had fun, and we're just really tired. So goofy.
See the blueberry beer.
Yes, we had some tasty blueberry beer. I could barely finish mine. Anyway, so it was a great day, and so we're just gonna look at our photos and videos from the day, and
Try to behave ourselves.
Can't get away with too much in the campground. But yeah, so I'll check back in with you tomorrow morning when I make my first cup of coffee. Good morning. Good morning, officially. My friend just woke up, and so I'm going to give you the campground report. So as you saw, we're in this campground, Cartier Campground, I believe it's called Cartier, and it's a city-owned campground. Sharon says it is lovely. It's huge. The bathhouses they're super nice. And so I was kind of worried whenever you camp like this of the noise in the campground. And there's a main road, that highway road that runs along right out front. So I wore my earplugs. So I asked Sharon, how was it last night? She said it was really quiet. The traffic did eventually quiet down, and the campers were all very quiet. And you know, that's the plus side of camping in campgrounds like this compared to rustic campgrounds. Here they're monitored, they adhere to the quiet rules, and rustic campgrounds, it's a free-for-all. And so you have that issue as well. So but it was very quiet last night, Sharon said, so that's very good. And like I said, it's lovely. It's located here in Ludington. It's just outside the city of Ludington. And wow, I've been to Ludington a few times. Wow, it's really nice. I just saw so many interesting shops and restaurants, and it was a happening place. And we had the harbor there, and the walkway. A great destination place to come and camp and to stay and visit. And of course, you forgot beautiful Lake Michigan right there. So we really, anyway, Sharon got a good night's sleep. It wasn't noisy, and I got a good night's sleep with my earplugs in. Took me a while for my body to rest down. So that's my campground. There's a bike trail in here. I saw a bike path, a paved bike path. And I think there might be a trail system of some sort out back, because I saw a sign and then a woman running. So I don't know if that leads out to some kind of dirt trails. So anyway, good morning. I'm going to turn this off before I keep blabbing. We're going to tear down camp, hit a restaurant for breakfast, and then head out onto the route, 45-mile bike ride today, where we're going to camp tonight. You'll be the first to know. I'll be the first to know. You'll be the second to know.
Away we go.
Starting off the day good. These beautiful, bright flowers. I have no idea what they are, but they're beautiful. And there's Mama. Oh, so pretty. I was just thinking, man, it's been so long, straight and flat. And then here we are, getting into the hills. We'll see if she makes it all the way up. Holy crap. She's still pedaling. Thank God for granny gears. So we came by this produce stand, and I was really hoping they'd have tomatoes. They did, but they're sold out. But they have these 1 pint of blueberries left. So me and Sharon are like, we really want these blueberries. And Sharon had the great, brilliant idea of putting them in an empty water bottle to keep them so they don't get all smushed up. So, oh, they look good too. Here, give me one. I want to test them. We already paid for them. Oh my gosh.
They look delicious.
Oh my gosh, they are so sweet. So worth the $3. This is going to be a great snack later. Yum. Yum, yum. Good find.
Like a fresh.
Now, this is my favorite all-time thing to do when I'm doing any adventure, is finding a creek and taking a dip in it. And we just filtered some water here. The creek is nice and cool. It's the Big Sable Creek. And I am getting cooled off and refreshed. Oh, just what I needed. She said, so I just saw my friend. She had a swarm of flies behind her. I was going to videotape, but I'm just wondering if you can see them behind me. I can see them out of my eyes, corner of my eyes. I don't know if the camera's picking them up, but all of a sudden they are like, she had like 100 of them behind her helmet. She's trying to out-bike them. I'm not going to try and out-bike them because I just will burn my legs up. But I don't know if the camera's catching them or not. Trust me, they're there. So that was like 3 miles of hell. That was the worst.
Literally,
Oh my God.
Will be like someday if you're running.
That was the worst part of this whole trip so far. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's just like hordes of horseflies, deer flies following us. We finally biked out of it, but we were supposed to disperse camp back there, and we were both like, screw that. It's still early, and we feel good still, so we're pushing on and see what's out there, and we'll figure it out as we go until then. But that was horrible. I didn't want to open my mouth to breathe or take a drink because they were bad.
You're naughty. You're getting chased by flies for the remainder of eternity.
And you could tell Sharon's 16 years younger than me because she was gone. Oh well, so we're pedaling on. We'll let you know where we end up.
April through July.
So this is the Little Manistee River. We've already been across it once on this trip. And now we're crossing it again at 18 Mile Bridge. If there was an easy way to get down there, I'd be going swimming again. But there is not. So we made it to our campsite for the night. We pedaled on and came to Sand Lake Federal Forest Campground, and they had 2 sites open, so we snagged one. Long day, about 7 hours out there today, and I think just over 50 miles. So It wasn't really hard biking, some nice gently rolling hills, but man, there was a couple of stretches of really flat, straight, in the sun, gravel. That gets to be a little boring and tedious, but we made it to camp and pitched tents, and now we're gonna go down, and it's on Sand Lake. So we're gonna pedal down and jump in the lake and cool off a little bit before we have dinner and just chill out by the campsites here and relax the rest of the night. Tomorrow's day is going to be way shorter now because we pushed through on farther today, but that's good because there's a big chance of thunderstorms rolling in late tomorrow morning, so this will all work out for the best. So gonna head down to the lake and take a quick swim. So I told Sharon, I'm just going to video while we're getting our grub ready. And I said, if there's anything inappropriate, I'll edit it out, or maybe not. But I'm like, Sharon, everyone that watches my bike packing thing, they expect to see you.
I don't need to see me, but that's okay. If everyone else wants to see me, here I am. Hello.
My bike packing accomplice. We were talking about that, like, both of us, like, it's really hard to find other women that want to do this shit with us. I mean, I know there's women out there that want to bike pack and stuff. I don't know.
It's not hard.
It's not hard. It's not. It can be hard. It can
a bunch
be hard.
of these and just put your stuff on your bike and you go.
And start easy, right? Start small.
Yep.
Don't take on more than, just don't take on too much.
And put blueberries in containers like
that
your drink
is an
container.
awesome treat we're gonna have. That was a good find. That was a good find. Okay, maybe I'll take the water that I got from the creek.
Yeah.
Make my ramen. Look how fast that shit comes out now. When I got to the creek, it barely would come out. And I'm like, what the mother F, but here we are. Comes right out.
Works just fine now. It had to get warmed up.
So I'm thinking to just throw this in there and boil it. I usually have my jet boil at camp, but I started using this pot and my little pocket rocket.
Yes,
I couldn't think of what the hell it was called all of a sudden. So I started using this pot. And, it takes a little bit longer. It's not as fast as the jet boil by any stretch, but it takes up less room. So, we'll see if all my ramen will fit in there. And this is so old, it might even be too stale to eat. You don't want to break
Some people eat it without cooking it at all. I don't know how they do that.
And some people cold soak it. I've read that too. People cold soak it.
They eat it cold?
Yeah, they just cold soak it while they're hiking, and it's whatever when they get to camp. And I'm like,
My mother-in-law makes a really good Asian salad out of that. And so it's cold.
This would be good crunchy stuff on a salad.
It is.
I don't know if I can eat all of this, so I don't know. Anyway, so I'm having ramen noodles. What are you having?
Good to go. I am not an ambassador, nor am I paid to say this. I really like their stuff. It sits well, and this has 2 servings of food, which is good after biking all day for me. I'm going to say it wrong, bibimbap.
Wow.
I didn't say it right. It's like Korean.
Carrots and spinach?
Yep, and they're all gluten-free and vegan and made in Maine. And they're delicious, and they fill me up after I've been busy all day.
And I'll be anxious to see.
Yeah.
See here, you can't control the heat as well either. I mean, I guess I will. We'll see. I'm making a mess. I don't even care.
Don't worry, the raccoon will come eat it.
I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. I'll clean it up.
Raccoon will eat it.
Do I have enough water in there?
Squirrels. Sasquatch.
Yeah, Sasquatch will come. I don't have enough water in there. Oh yeah, there it's both. It's boiling. I drain all the water off anyway when I make not ramen. I like fill it up and then I drain all the water off and just save the noodles, put seasoning in. We got more. Let's see.
Nice.
I think it's got to boil for 3 minutes.
Dude, mine's gotta boil and then hang out for 20. I gotta measure this out. 450.
You know, I watch a lot of people that make all these really awesome meals at the end of camp. I don't know. I love to cook at home, and I guess if you prepare and pre-make a bunch of stuff, when you get to camp, if you're really super tired, it's not a big deal. You just throw it in there. I need to get more experience with that, carrying more real food instead of dehydrated meals, and because I miss having vegetables when I'm out in the field. I don't eat a lot of protein. Meat, I eat protein. I don't eat a lot of, like, I'm very picky about the meat I eat. Maybe that's another reason. Here we go. Oh, it's going over. I knew that son of a bitch was going to happen. Edit. Beep.
There's no editing.
Beep.
That's
Beep.
all Cammy right there. That's real Cammy.
There we go. That's what my dog would be doing, Ziggy. If he came camping, he'd be freaking barking at everybody.
Uh-huh.
Freya's awesome. Freya's like, she's just so chill.
She's a nice little girl.
She doesn't bark at
Reminds me of my
nobody.
golden. He's a nice little boy.
But you know, you want her to protect you.
Yeah.
So she has growled at people out on the trail very rarely. I'm like, something must be really up with them, because dogs sense everything. And she kind of, it took me a little off guard because she actually growled at someone. But here's a trick I was told by someone. You know, for the longest time, when I first started being an outdoors woman, I'd take my dog with me all the time. And when I'd see people coming, I'd be like, because she's a very sweetheart. She's part pit bull, red-nosed pit bull, just a little thing. But anyway, I'd be hiking and I'd say, oh, she's a sweetheart now. She's a sweetheart, right? And I had someone say, for a safety thing, when you see people approaching you on trail and you're by yourself, is that to hold your dog really firm. Like, hold them back really firm, like something could happen. Like, they could attack at any minute. Don't make it seem like they're no threat or anything. I'm like, I don't even know where it's at, Sharon. I'm thinking I have a lighter. So I started doing that. I started doing that.
If not, I'll get my waterproof matches out. Those are always a fun time. Oh, you better do that, because I don't do lighters.
Oh dear, where's the thing?
I do that every time. It freaks me out. I always think I'm gonna blow something up. Jeez. No, and I cannot use a lighter. I'm gonna never ever smoke or do anything.
So that's a trick. That's not a trick, but that's a technique someone had told me. If you are alone and you have your dog, don't act like it's all nicey-nicey. Oh. Hold it really firm, like it could strike at any minute. And I thought, that's a really good tip.
It is.
So I do that with her, and I'm like, if they get too close, she's gonna just start licking them, and then the game's off. The gig's up. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna turn you off, and we're gonna eat dinner.
You don't want to hear it. I don't have anything good to say.
We'll check in after we get an eat. Well, I thought I'd come down to the lake and enjoy the sunset, but as you can see, it set over there behind the clouds, so I couldn't see the full sunset, but I could still see the afterglow of it on the lake and in the skies. And all the families have cleared out now, so it's really quiet down here. So I thought I'd come down and spend a few minutes by myself and just enjoying the scene of the water and the nights and the evening sky. So head back up to camp and get ready for bed. It's after 9 o'clock and I'm tired. So I will see you in the morning. Today we're going to bike the rest of the route back to Big M. It's going to be about a 17-mile ride, and it looks fairly fine out there right now, so hopefully we'll get done, loaded up, home, and unloaded, and hopefully Sharon can get home. She's got another 40-minute drive home after we drop her off at her car, so hopefully we can all get home before the storm rolls in and get unloaded. But it's been great. I'll share the route that we see today with you, and yeah, good morning, and another day on the bike. Always good. Horseshoes, basketball courts, pavilion. Oh, this is another little covered pavilion. So this little park here that we just came up to is in the city of Wellston, and it's right on the route. So it's a nice place to stop, have a picnic lunch here, enjoy this little pond out here. There are outhouses here, and 2 pavilions. So it's kind of nice. I mean, if you're on your ride and all of a sudden rain or a storm pops up, here you have a place to seek shelter and ride out the storm. But just love coming into small towns, villages, on bike packing trips. Just never know what you're gonna see, and a lot of things you'd never see if you weren't on your bike. So it's just really awesome to share some of that with you too. So, Wellston, Michigan. So what we just got on now is a snowmobile trail number 6 here in our area. And snowmobile trails in our area tend to be a little sandy. And so this is what you have to expect when you're bike packing up in northern Michigan, is that we are known for having very sandy conditions on our trails, seasonal roads, snowmobile trails. So just be prepared for that when you're putting a route together, and nothing you can't walk through, right? So we made it back to Big M. My fabulous husband's here waiting for us. The ride today was just over 16 miles and a little over an hour and a half of pedal time. So now we're just loading, unloading, and then loading and heading home. But again, a fabulous bike packing adventure with my good friend Sharon. and all the things that we see and share and experience. It's just a wonderful way to adventure here in Michigan, and I'm sure it is everywhere, bike packing. We were talking about the different ways to adventure, and bike packing and kayak camping is one of my favorites. And I so enjoy just seeing everything. I just never grow tired of our fabulous, beautiful state. I do have a bike packing trip planned in another state later this fall in Wisconsin with my good friend Eric. So that'll be my first out-of-state bike packing. I'm very excited about that. But until then, me and Sharon will keep coming up with new routes and new adventures when she can get out and enjoy bike packing with me. And until we see you again, rise up, reach, and reconnect.